Seniors, regrow lost muscle naturally with this one superfood. You wake up to a peaceful morning. The light filters in through the curtains. No pain, no warning. But when you swing your legs over the edge of the bed and try to stand, something feels off. Your knees feel unsure, your balance wavers, and your hand trembles just slightly as you reach for a glass of water. It's not sharp pain, not even weakness really, just something unsteady. And in that quiet moment a question rises: what's happening to me? You've been doing everything right. Eating healthy, staying active, getting your rest. But still it feels like your body is sending you a message, one you can't quite understand yet. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. This isn't just age. And it's definitely not your fault. Before we go any further, I want to pause and ask you something important. If this message resonates with you, if you felt this quiet fading of strength, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with someone who might need it too. Because here at Golden Years Wellness, we believe growing older doesn't mean giving up your strength. It means learning to listen to your body in new, wiser ways. Now let's explore what your body might be trying to tell you, and how to gently rebuild the strength you thought was gone. Sarcopenia is not just an effect of getting older. It's a medical condition, a silent breakdown of muscle tissue that doesn't come with pain, but with slow and subtle decline. The World Health Organization now recognizes sarcopenia as a legitimate health condition, not just a normal part of aging. That recognition matters because what many people experience in their 50s, 60s, or 70s, the growing struggle to lift, to stand, to walk without hesitation, is not just getting old. It's something deeper and something we can act on. Unlike conditions that strike with clear symptoms, like a fever or a sharp pain, sarcopenia slips in quietly. There are no loud signals, no dramatic events, just a slow, steady fading of strength. You begin to notice it in small ways. Tasks that once felt effortless now take more effort. Rising from a chair, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, all feel just a little harder. You're not in pain. You're not sick. But something's changed. That change is muscle loss happening beneath the surface. And by the time most people notice it, they've already lost a significant amount of muscle mass. Research shows that after age 30, adults begin to lose 3% to 5% of their muscle each decade. By the time you reach 60, that number can grow to as much as 33% of total muscle mass gone. And not because of laziness or poor diet or lack of effort. It happens even in people who are active, even those who eat well. This is the most misunderstood part of sarcopenia. People think it's their fault, that they must have done something wrong. But the truth is, the body's ability to build and maintain muscle changes with age. Even when you're eating the same foods and moving in the same ways, the results are different. Your muscles don't respond as easily. They don't recover as fast. And that's because of changes in how your body processes protein, absorbs nutrients, and regulates hormones tied to muscle function. Another key factor? Chronic low-grade inflammation. This kind of inflammation doesn't show up as redness or swelling. It doesn't hurt, but it lingers, quietly interfering with how your body repairs and grows muscle. It disrupts recovery. It weakens the cellular signals that tell your body to rebuild strength. And over time it keeps your muscles in breakdown mode. Sarcopenia also impacts more than just strength. It affects balance, mobility, and even independence. When your muscles weaken, your risk of falls increases. Your confidence in movement decreases. You start avoiding certain tasks, bending, reaching, lifting, not because you can't, but because you're afraid of losing balance or getting hurt. This leads to less activity, which leads to even faster muscle loss. It becomes a vicious cycle. But what makes sarcopenia especially dangerous is how invisible it is in its early stages. Many people don't recognize what's happening until it starts affecting their daily lives. They chalk it up to just getting older. But the earlier it's addressed, the easier it is to reverse. And yes, it can be reversed. Muscle is incredibly adaptable, even in older adults. Studies have shown that people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s can rebuild muscle mass and regain strength with the right support. That support starts with two things: targeted nutrition and consistent movement. You don't need to lift heavy weights or join a gym. But you do need to provide your muscles with the fuel they need to recover, especially high-quality protein, anti-inflammatory nutrients, and foods that support digestion and absorption. It's also essential to understand that eating enough is not the same as eating right. Many older adults consume enough calories, but not enough of the specific nutrients their muscles need. For example, as we age, we become less efficient at using dietary protein. That means the same serving of chicken or beans that built muscle in your 30s might not have the same impact in your 60s unless paired with supportive foods and proper timing. What you eat, how often you eat, and how well your body absorbs nutrients, these all affect how your muscles respond. And if your gut health is compromised, if inflammation is high, or if key vitamins like B12, vitamin D, and magnesium are lacking, your muscles may not receive the full benefit of your efforts. That's why recognizing the signs of sarcopenia early matters so much. The earlier you support your muscles with the right foods and gentle movement, the more you can preserve and even rebuild what's been lost. Muscle is not gone forever. It is just waiting for the right message. Sarcopenia is real. It's widespread. But it's not inevitable. And it's not your fault. With the right knowledge and small steady changes, your body can respond. Your strength can return. And with it, your energy, your balance, your confidence, and most of all, your independence. The early signs of sarcopenia are subtle. They don't come with warning lights or alarms. Instead, they whisper through your daily routine, quietly changing the way your body moves, reacts, and supports you. One of the first signs is difficulty rising from a chair. Not because you're in pain, but because it feels like your legs take a moment longer to respond. The strength that used to be automatic now needs effort. You might push off with your hands or hesitate before standing. Climbing stairs becomes another early challenge. It's not that you can't do it, but the motion feels heavier. Your legs tire faster. You pause halfway up. You may even start avoiding the stairs without realizing it, choosing the elevator or staying on one floor of your home more often. These aren't just signs of getting older. They are physical signals that your muscle mass is shrinking. You might also notice your arms feel tired more quickly. Carrying a grocery bag that used to feel light now takes more energy. Lifting a pot in the kitchen. Holding a grandchild. Even reaching for something on a shelf can feel more demanding than it used to. Your muscles haven't disappeared overnight, but they've gradually lost strength, coordination, and stamina. What makes sarcopenia especially difficult to spot is how quietly it progresses. Many people lose up to 1/3 of their total muscle mass by age 60 without ever realizing it. That's not just 1/3 of size, it's 1/3 of your ability to move, react, and protect yourself from falls and injury. And because the loss is slow, the body adjusts in real time. You adapt. You avoid movements that feel harder. You take breaks more often. You think, maybe I'm just tired. But it's more than that. This slow decline can lead to reduced activity. When things feel harder, we naturally begin to do them less. That means fewer stairs, less walking, fewer trips out of the house. And the less we move, the more muscle we lose. It's a loop that feeds itself. The very thing you need to keep your strength movement becomes the thing you avoid. Balance and stability also begin to change. You might notice a slight unsteadiness when you turn quickly or walk in dim lighting. Slips and stumbles happen more often. Holding onto railings becomes routine. You may not fall, but your confidence in your movement begins to erode. That erosion of trust between you and your body is one of the most overlooked symptoms of early sarcopenia. Another quiet sign is increased fatigue. Not the kind of exhaustion that comes from a busy day, but a deeper, persistent tiredness after simple physical tasks. Folding laundry, sweeping the floor, going for a short walk. These everyday activities begin to leave you more drained than they used to. And when you're tired, you move less, further accelerating the loss of muscle. Joint discomfort can also be a signal. Weak muscles mean less support for your joints. That can lead to more pressure on your knees, hips, and lower back. You might blame the joints, but often the issue begins in the muscles that are no longer strong enough to stabilize and assist movement. Even posture can change. As muscles weaken, especially those in the core and back, the body begins to slouch forward. Shoulders roll in. The spine loses its upright support. This change in alignment can affect breathing, digestion, and balance, and most people don't even notice it until someone else points it out. Grip strength is another red flag. If you find it harder to open jars, twist bottle caps, or hold onto a railing tightly, that's your body telling you something. Grip strength has been shown in multiple studies to be one of the strongest indicators of overall muscle health and even future longevity. When your hands weaken, it often reflects what's happening throughout your body. And here's the most surprising part. These early signs can appear even in people who consider themselves healthy. You might eat well. You might go for walks. You might not have any major health issues. But sarcopenia can still be working beneath the surface. Because this condition isn't just about how much you move, it's about how well your muscles are supported nutritionally, hormonally, and metabolically. What looks like harmless aging might actually be the first phase of a process that, if left unaddressed, leads to greater risk of falls, hospitalizations, and loss of independence. But by recognizing these signs early, by noticing the small shifts in your strength, stamina, and movement, you can stop the cycle before it deepens. Your body isn't betraying you. It's communicating in a language that's easy to miss. Pause here. Strain there. A hesitation in your steps. These are not signs of defeat. They're invitations to respond, to act early, to provide your muscles with the attention and nourishment they need. Because the earlier you listen, the easier it is to rebuild. Muscle, once supported, can grow again even after decades of decline. One of the most overlooked causes of muscle loss, as we age, is the body's declining ability to absorb protein and nutrients. It's not just about what you eat, it's about what your body can use. After age 50, the digestive system becomes less efficient. Protein that once went straight to your muscles may now pass through the body without being fully utilized. That means even if you eat the same meals you always have, the benefits may not reach your muscles the way they used to. Protein digestion slows down, and so does the body's ability to break it into amino acids, the essential building blocks for muscle repair and growth. Without these amino acids, your body simply can't rebuild muscle tissue effectively. And over time, this leads to gradual loss of strength and mass, even if you're moderately active and eating a healthy diet. Chronic inflammation is another major contributor. As we age, low-grade inflammation becomes more common, often without noticeable symptoms. It doesn't cause sharp pain or visible swelling, but it quietly interferes with muscle recovery. Inflammation damages cells, disrupts the repair process, and keeps muscles in a breakdown state longer than they should be. This creates a cycle where your body struggles to heal after physical activity, even light movement. Another root cause is oxidative stress, a buildup of unstable molecules called free radicals. These molecules attack healthy cells, including muscle tissue, and accelerate aging at the cellular level. Oxidative stress makes it harder for the body to recover from activity, leaving muscles more vulnerable to weakness and fatigue. It also slows the regeneration of muscle fibers, making recovery from even mild exertion more difficult. Deficiencies in key vitamins and minerals also play a role. One of the most common is vitamin B12 deficiency. B12 is essential for nerve function, and without it, the communication between your brain and muscles weakens. This can result in slower reflexes, reduced coordination, and muscle fatigue. Many older adults are B12 deficient without knowing it, especially those who take acid-reducing medications or follow low-meat diets. Another critical factor is slowed metabolism. As we age, our basal metabolic rate declines. That means our body burns fewer calories and processes nutrients more slowly. This not only affects energy levels but also impacts how efficiently the body uses protein and fat to rebuild tissue. A sluggish metabolism leads to more stored fat and less lean muscle mass, even with consistent eating habits. Hormonal changes are also at play. Decreased levels of testosterone, growth hormone, and estrogen all contribute to reduced muscle synthesis. These hormones are responsible for stimulating muscle growth and regulating the body's response to exercise and injury. As their levels decline with age, so does the body's ability to maintain muscle tissue. Together, these factors create the perfect storm. The food you eat isn't absorbed properly. Inflammation slows down healing. Free radicals damage cells. Essential vitamins are missing, and your metabolism doesn't respond like it used to. But the good news is these causes can be addressed. With the right food, movement, and support, your body can begin to rebuild, repair, and regain the strength you thought was lost. Restoring muscle strength doesn't require extreme routines or expensive supplements. It begins with simple everyday foods choices that are rich in the specific nutrients your aging muscles need to recover and rebuild. These 9 foods are not trendy superfoods. They're time-tested, accessible and powerful in how they support your body from the inside out. 1. Quinoa, the plant-based muscle fuel. Quinoa looks like a grain, but it's technically a seed, and one of the few plant-based sources of complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids. These amino acids are crucial for muscle repair, especially as your body becomes less efficient at processing protein with age. Quinoa is also rich in iron, which helps transport oxygen to your muscles, keeping them energized and active. In addition, it contains magnesium, a mineral essential for muscle contraction, coordination, and recovery. Use it in place of white rice, stir it into soups, or add it to warm veggie bowls. 1 cooked cup delivers about 8 grams of protein, along with fiber to support digestion and nutrient absorption. 2 walnuts, the anti-inflammatory shield. Inflammation is a major roadblock in muscle recovery, especially chronic, low-grade inflammation that builds over time. Walnuts help combat this with their high levels of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, which soothe inflammation from the inside out. They also contain vitamin E and polyphenol, antioxidants that protect muscle tissue from oxidative stress. Walnuts are also natural cortisol reducers. Cortisol, the body's stress hormone, breaks down muscle when chronically elevated. A handful of walnuts a day can help regulate cortisol and protect muscle integrity. Enjoy them with oatmeal, Greek yogurt, or as a standalone snack. 3. Blueberries, the antioxidant muscle guard. Oxidative stress is another hidden enemy of muscle health. It damages cells, slows recovery, and contributes to fatigue. Blueberries are packed with anthocyanins, the compounds responsible for their deep blue color. These antioxidants neutralize free radicals and help protect your muscles after physical activity. Blueberries also support collagen production through their vitamin C content, strengthening the connective tissues that link muscles and bones. With their high levels of potassium, they also help regulate muscle contractions and fluid balance. Add a cup of blueberries to your breakfast, smoothies, or eat them by the handful fresh or frozen. 4. Flax seeds, the tiny titans of absorption. As we age, our digestion becomes less efficient, and even nutrient-rich meals may not deliver full benefit. That's where flax seeds shine. Rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, they support digestive health, which improves how your body absorbs nutrients, especially protein and minerals critical to muscle repair. Flax seeds also contain plant-based omega-3s and lignans, which reduce inflammation and act as antioxidants. Always grind flax seeds before eating, as whole seeds can pass through undigested. Stir into smoothies, yogurt, or oatmeal, or bake them into healthy snacks. 5. Cottage cheese, the nighttime rebuilder. While you sleep, your body enters a fasting state. Without nourishment, muscles can begin to break down. Cottage cheese offers a unique solution. It's rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids over several hours, making it ideal before bedtime. Cottage cheese also delivers vitamin B12, which supports nerve function and muscle communication. Many older adults are B12 deficient, which can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and weakness. A small bowl of low-sodium cottage cheese before bed, 3 to 4 times per week, can significantly improve overnight muscle recovery. 6. Greek yogurt, the muscle multi-tool. Greek yogurt combines high-quality protein with gut-friendly probiotics. It contains around 20 grams of protein per cup, much of it in the form of casein, which digests slowly and supports muscles for hours after eating. The probiotics help maintain gut health, reduce inflammation, and enhance nutrient absorption, especially of protein, calcium, and magnesium. Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D, which support both bone and muscle strength. Choose plain, unsweetened varieties. Top with blueberries, flax seeds, or walnuts for a triple muscle-boosting snack. 7. Fatty fish, the omega-3 messenger. Salmon, sardines, tuna, and mackerel are all rich in EPA and DHA, the active forms of omega-3 fatty acids. These compounds do more than reduce inflammation. They actually help aging muscles become more responsive to protein. Many older adults consume enough protein, but their muscles don't use it efficiently. Omega-3s improve that process. Fatty fish also provide vitamin D, which is crucial for muscle function, and selenium, which helps prevent muscle breakdown. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week, grilled, baked, or steamed. 8. Lean protein, the daily foundation. While specialized foods are helpful, lean protein remains the cornerstone of muscle recovery. Chicken, turkey, eggs, tofu, beans, and lentils all provide essential amino acids your muscles need to maintain, repair, and grow. After age 60, your protein needs increase. Not because you're more active, but because your body uses protein less efficiently. That's why consistent intake, 15 to 20 grams at each meal, matters more than ever. Rotate sources to keep meals interesting and support a wide range of micronutrients. 9. The meal plan, a daily rhythm of strength. Bringing these foods together throughout your day creates a rhythm your body can rely on. Here's how a simple day might look. Morning. Greek yogurt with blueberries and flax seeds. Lunch. Quinoa bowl with grilled chicken or lentils, leafy greens, and walnuts. Afternoon snack. Boiled egg and a small handful of walnuts. Dinner. Baked salmon with steamed vegetables and a side of quinoa or brown rice. Evening. Cottage cheese with a few blueberries or crushed walnuts. This isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. Every meal becomes a message to your muscles, telling them they are not forgotten, and they still have a job to do. When you nourish them well, they respond. Even at 60, even at 80, your strength didn't disappear. It didn't vanish overnight. It simply got quiet. Beneath the surface, your muscles have been waiting, not for punishment, not for perfection, but for your care, your attention, and your belief that they still matter. Muscle is one of the most adaptable tissues in the human body. It listens. It responds. Even in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, it's still capable of rebuilding when given the right support. That support doesn't have to come from a gym. It doesn't require intense workouts or strict routines. It starts with small, intentional changes, especially in the food you choose each day. Every time you choose a bowl of Greek yogurt over a sugary snack, you send your body a signal. I care about my strength. Every time you add walnuts to your oatmeal, or eat salmon instead of processed meat, you're telling your muscles, I still believe in you. And every time you make the choice to nourish rather than neglect, even in the smallest of ways, you are rewriting the story of what aging looks like. Getting older doesn't mean becoming weaker. It means becoming wiser. It means listening more closely to your body, responding to its whispers before they become warnings. It means understanding that fatigue, stiffness, or unsteadiness are not failures, they're invitations. Opportunities to begin again. You don't have to become someone else. You don't need to chase after the energy of your 20s. You are not broken. You are simply being called back to strength in a quieter, more intentional form. This chapter of life isn't about decline. It's about rediscovery. About waking up each morning and knowing you're not powerless. That the choices you make, the food you eat, the moments you move, the way you rest are powerful tools for healing and growth. So many people have been told to accept aging as a slow unraveling. But what if it's not? What if it's the beginning of something new? A time when you finally learn how to care for your body, the way it's always cared for you? At Senior Life Guide, we believe that aging is not an end, it's a transition. A bridge into deeper awareness, better habits, and stronger health. We're here to walk that path with you. If this message resonated with you, if you've ever felt the quiet question, why do I feel weaker? Then know this, your body is not giving up. It's asking for your help. You can rebuild. You can regain strength. And you can do it without overwhelm. Just one step at a time. Start by making your plate a place of healing. Choose the foods your muscles recognize and love: quinoa, flax seeds, blueberries, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, fatty fish, and lean proteins. Create small rhythms that repeat, meals that support you from morning to night. You don't need to be perfect, just consistent. Just present. And as you move forward, remember that you don't have to do this alone. We invite you to subscribe to Senior Life Guide, where we bring you science-backed advice, gentle wellness routines, and empowering stories tailored to your stage of life. Together, we'll explore the foods, habits, and mindset shifts that will help you feel stronger, steadier, and more confident in your body every single day. So if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with someone you care about. Because we all deserve to age with strength, dignity, and support. Let's keep learning. Let's keep building. And let's keep believing, not in a perfect version of ourselves, but in the resilient, capable version that's already here, just waiting to be nourished. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. Your strength is still with you, and it's ready to return. We'll see you in the next video, here on Senior Life Guide. Until then, keep moving forward. Stronger, wiser, never alone.